Hi, it's the 3rd of October. Plenty of news, very important sort of financial banking news, so I'll start off with that. Beijing orders state banks to get ready for a massive dollar dump. So that's going to be big for the US dollar, and we'll have to see what happens during the course of today. Credit Suisse seems to be a worry at the moment amongst the global banks, along with Wells Fargo and Deutsche Bank. So we'll see what happens there. UK pension funds are still liquidating assets and seeking bailouts. I believe the UK government's bankrupt, and I think pensions are in a very bad place. BlackRock is cutting leverage in some funds in the UK pension crisis, so that sort of reinforces what I've just said. The Eurozone is at risk of a financial meltdown as the market chaos spreads. In the UK, the £895 billion QE, so that's quantitative, so QE monster is really to blame for the market meltdown. Or is it the script that all Western economies seem to apparently be following? In the UK, Christmas turkeys are at a risk. We were conditioned for this last year, and when they kept going on about nut roasts, etc. A London gold dealer runs out of gold bullion, and the Royal Mint is facing up to 3-month delays on providing their gold and silver and platinum, etc. Smart crops will meet surging demand in food. So that's G.M.O. food, really. Just like Billy Gates is what I'll call him, and his big corn sort of advertisement over the last week. BRICS countries, so Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, plus others, holding talks on a reserve currency, and that's been going on for ages. The US is going to lose its status, and hence the dollars are going back from China and probably others. The UK is weighing up a plan to drive down energy demand. I call that rationing. This winter will be hard, but next one will be even worse, says the EU Energy Commissioner. British Steel is reportedly asking for urgent government financial help. Thousands of German stores are on the brink of closure, and that's the middle class being smashed, as is their plan. UK civil servants apparently rely on food banks due to the cost of living crisis. Here's my what the F news, as I call it now. There's a Telegraph article, why London's housing market is heading for disaster. Vietnam prepares rules to limit news NEWS posts on social media, so it's looking like you need to be a verified media outlet, or as I would say, proper .gander. China has opened police stations in the US and Canada to monitor its citizens. Now, I think it could be a little bit more nefarious than that. Tesla and Musk and his humanoid robot, he's saying that it's not a Terminator. Wow, the jury's out on that, but I know for one thing it will 100% replace many millions of jobs. The US is creeping towards digital ID legislation as their election looms. And finally, the US Fed announces 6 banks in a pilot climate scenario exercise. And my belief here is it's going to end up as carbon scoring, and just like the social credit Chinese app. So, as I've said many times before, the Black Mirror episode, all about the scoring, it's coming to a place near you pretty soon. So please pass on to as many as you can. See you on the next one.